Hello, and thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. This broadcast is a product of Shry Media, LLC. Unauthorized use, sale, or redistribution of this media in any form is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Shry Media. Radio and television mediums are encouraged to reach out. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the game.
Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire tablet with just a few clicks.
Well, we have a big one here today. Reinhardt University Eagles taking on the Campbellsville Lady Tigers, the number 3 team in the country.
And as we said last game, Campbellsville, traditionally good year in and year out, but Reinhardt should give them a battle tonight. They come in with a record of 7 wins and 1 loss coming into this evening. So we've had 2 great games to start off the day. I don't see any reason why game number 3 shouldn't be outstanding also.
That's Walt Ferber. I'm Matt Kibbe. We're excited to bring you along for this one here on SESN. Getting ready to get underway. It is the number 3 Lady Eagles taking on the Lady Tigers taking on the Eagles of Reinhardt. 2 teams that have been matched up and should present an incredible game. We are underway. Campbellsville University is in the black. Reinhardt is in the white uniforms. Really quick cut, and a lay-in is nice and easy for Lauren Lee from Liberty, Kentucky, the leading scorer for this Campbellsville team with 18.8 points per game.
They like to move quickly, and that's what they did in the first possession.
I do want to point out number 24, Haley Adams is getting her, or Haley Allen is getting her first career start today, the freshman, and there's an offensive charge drawn by Tara Flowers, the junior and transfer from North Alabama.
First few minutes of this contest going to be extremely important.
Niall Camper got charged. And an early 2-0 lead here for the Lady Tigers. Number 3 in the NAIA top 25. One of the best teams in the country, but lost a lot. Lee tried to go up with the right. They lost about 10 players, but they reloaded.
Yeah, that's where the old adage comes in. They don't rebuild, they reload. They have been good as long as I can remember.
Julia Kraft tried to go up with it, gets her own rebound. Comes back out to Hannah Campbell, and then it's knocked out. It's going to be a foul. It looks like it's on Tyra Flowers for Campbellsville, and it's going to be 2 shots here for Noelle Larvey. No, it's actually going to be on the floor. My apologies. Off the side of the rim and out. Campbellsville gets the rebound. It's Paige Ceferini.
Campbellsville does not give up an easy shot. They're extremely athletic.
It's by design, the recruiting class for head coach Ginger Highcolvin. That one is laid in by Whitney Hay, the senior and transfer from Belmont.
Winning begets winning. That's just the way it is.
Reinhardt still looking for their first basket. That's going to be taken away by Flowers and given over to Lauren Lee, the graduate student from Liberty, Kentucky. Reverse lay-in attempt from Flowers, just misses, and given back to Reinhardt.
Now Van Dyke pulling down a good rebound for Reinhardt.
Open 3 off the mark from Larvey.
One and done when Reinhardt shoots.
Off the side. Picked up by Campbellsville and then knocked over to the wing position on the right side. Here goes Hay. Hay gets around to the defender and is able to easily lay it in. She has 4.
360 before that shot. And if we didn't know it before, third-ranked Campbellsville's pretty good.
Another one off the basket. Tie-up jump ball possession arrow keeps it with Reinhardt.
Right now, they just need to get something on the board.
This is a team coached by Tony Campbell, who's in his 2nd year. He was an assistant coach for the men's coaching staff and then got the job for the head coach of the women's team. And he's done some good things for this team as they continue to try and rebuild, and they've done that this year. 7-1 in the overall, and then 4-1 in the Appalachian Conference, Athletic Conference, and they've won their last 4. Their last loss came on November 13th.
Well, Lavery Noel leads Reinhardt as she comes in at 17-point even overall and 14.6 in conference. You know, these games keep getting better and better, but you can tell cream rises to the top by seeing what Campbellsville's doing here in game number 3.
Already out to a 6-0 lead here on the Eagles, and the Lady Tigers have been really good all over the floor. They move around a lot. They want to be disruptive.
Good play high-low there by Campbellsville. They had one of those mismatches that you've talked about, and Lee, who can score from anywhere on the floor, is going to the free throw line.
There's a reason she is a first-team All-American in the NCAA. That's not a conference All-American. That is across the nation. Members of the Mid-South Conference, winners of all 4 of their games this season. But the difference is their last game, well, it came on November 9th. They've been on a long break.
Man, they give them time to practice. And this young lady, on top of everything else, she hits 84% of her free throws, nails both those, and it is 8-zip. Reinhardt right now just needs to stop the bleeding a little bit and needs to do something to get on the board.
Mentioned this, I haven't gotten to it yet, but the officials for this game, Kyle Adams, Paige Hurst, Jerry Lawson. New officials for every game. They only have to work one.
They're working hard.
But they have been challenged in the game so far. It felt like they've maybe worked 2 or 3 games after working just one. Reinhardt for 3. Good! That was Isaiah McCutcheons.
She's at 8.5 points per game and then got a wide open 3, and that gets Reinhardt on the board.
Isaiah is so good. She's a freshman from Georgia, went to Tryon, and she's been playing a lot of minutes for this team in the early going. They're 8 games so far this season. And, we talked about the schedule and how Campbellsville hasn't played since November 9th. Well, Reinhardt's last loss was sooner or more recent than the last time Campbellsville has played. They've played 5 games in the span that since Campbellsville has been off.
Well, they have had all double-digit wins to start the year. Nobody has come close to them to this juncture in time in their 4-0 record.
A really good team for head coach Ginger Colvin, who's in, well, let me know if you heard this one before, her 18th season and her 32nd season with the school.
Yeah, that stability usually turns into winning. Look at some of their stats. They have outscored their opposition 104-54 in the first quarter, 89-60 in the second, 75-50 in the third, and 68-56 in the fourth.
Another move here, picked up by McCutcheons, and then ball turned over by Julia Kraft. Campbellsville gets it back. The Lady Tigers will drive. It's going to be who else but Lauren Lee.
Yeah, she's got 6, 2 for 3 from the field, 2 for 2 at the charity line.
Picked up by Kraft, taken away. That was the likes of Tyra Flowers, who was pestering early. The defense has been stellar so far for Campbellsville. Only given up 3 points so far. There's a nice move and lay in there by Tylene Scherer.
They make it look easy.
Tylene Scherer, the freshman from Kentucky.
3 points for her already.
32nd timeout here taken by Reinhardt. We'll stay here on SESN. 10-point lead for Campbellsville early going, 5:04 left to go in this first quarter of play. An evenly matched game, at least what it felt like at the beginning, but Campbellsville has certainly heated up.
Covering this game as I have for many, many years, the one thing you got to appreciate, you know it when you see it, is excellence. And Campbellsville, they have long, athletic players that have a very high basketball IQ. And they make it look easy. The last bucket by Scherer, it was almost like ballet.
That's a great comparison.
It's aesthetically very pleasing to watch.
All that practice has certainly paid off. There's another example of it there. Taken away and led up for Lauren Lee. A little bit too out in front, but she comes right back to the basket. Tries to put it up in the reverse and then taken away by Reinhardt. That was the likes of Dia Bradley who took it away at the start.
Yeah, that would have been a highlight reel shot if that one would have fallen in.
Hanging on to it here is Reinhardt. And then knocked out. It's going to stay with the Eagles. .426 left to go here in this first quarter of play. Knocked out.
I tell you, Campbellsville is contesting every pass. There is no easy pass.
Now down low, 2 seconds left on the shot clock, and the finish is there for Lana Van Dyke.
Nice move on the baseline by Van Dyke to get them a little bit closer. They're down by 8 now. And that was a heck of a block by Van Dyke after just making a big bucket.
Both sides of the ball for this team, and that's something that Coach Tony Campbell mentioned to me before the game. He said, we have to play really good offensively, of course, but really we need to be stellar on defense. We have to contain this Campbellsville team that has the ability to score really at will.
Well, so far they certainly do.
There's Lee again driving. That one's knocked out, but the foul is called. She'll head to the line for two. Foul was called on McCutcheon.
Lee, the grad student from Liberty, Kentucky and Casey County High School. And she almost looks like a little diminutive version of a lady by the name of Caitlin Clark, the way she plays.
That is another great comparison.
And you can tell she's been in the program for a while. It's like having an extra coach on the floor.
The grad senior stands at 5'7", playing that guard position from Hodgenville, Kentucky. Went to LaRue County for high school years. She'll get checked out here, get a quick break with 3:44 left and a 10-point lead. A little slip on the floor. We've been talking about it all day, Walton. There's an example of it. Floor is a little new for these teams, and the transfer will be a travel on the pass, and it will go back to Reinhardt.
Hey, you slip on this court, Campbellsville will make you pay.
And they are everywhere and nowhere at the same time, it feels like. 3:25 left to go here in this first quarter of play. 15-5 is the score. Campbellsville, the guest in this situation, but they hold the lead.
Now they're battling. They've got some good looks underneath.
Lafina Campbell for three, off the side of the basket.
But there was a hand in her face when she took it.
Maddie Nally got the rebound. Now running point, Haley Allen. Back out. Tylene Shear. Quick cut play in, taken away by Reinhardt. You're going to have to take advantage of any mistake, the limited mistakes that Campbellsville makes. Need a basket. Travel instead. Lafina Campbell, and it's going to go back to Campbellsville.
Campbellsville has a way of hurrying you up. They make you play at a little faster pace than you want to play, and they have a way of making you turn the ball over. Reinhardt already has 7 turnovers, and we're not out of the first quarter. So that puts you on a pace for 28 or higher. And that's about every game the way Campbellsville plays.
Knocked out. There's a foul called on Campbell. After the turnover, gets charged with the foul. That was the 5th team foul in this first quarter, so it sends them to the line for 2 shots here with Dia Bradley. A foul all the way at half court. Tony Campbell not happy with the call, having a conversation with Jerry Lawson.
Yeah, Bradley becoming the 5th Campbellsville player to score.
Two for 2 at the line.
Plays over 19 minutes of contest, averages almost 7 per game.
Light pressure here on the inbound as Campbell brings it up from Des Moines, Iowa. Floater has passing intentions, but just goes a little bit too far out, and it's going to be another turnover, the 8th of the game. Light movement here. Set in for Ceferini. She'll bring it around the arc. Their drive up, blocked in front. That's a nice defensive play. Whacked down again. This is Mackenzie Franklin, who is standing tall in the paint.
Run out here for Reinhardt.
Julia Kraft off the side of the rim. Rebound Campbellsville, and after a good defensive stand, can't finish on the other end.
Another one and done for Reinhardt in this one. Campbellsville cleaning the boards.
There's a light touch and a rebound here. Back to Reinhardt. Long stretch trying to get it up to Kraft. She has it. Going to go to the right side. Looking for an outlet. Had to pick up her dribble. Needs some help and gets it with the likes of Haley Johnson, the junior.
Now Johnson gets her first 2 points for Reinhardt. And right now Campbellsville, as they score again, has sped up Reinhardt much faster than they would like to be.
Right after the answer, Paige Ceferini shoots for 3 and hits. It's 20-7. There's Kraft. It's way off the mark, and it's going to be another turnover.
That's what Campbellsville does. They get you going a little bit quicker than you want to go, and you end up hurrying that shot off, and that young lady that just shot doesn't shoot too many air balls.
No, one of the better shooters on this team, Julia Kraft. One of the leaders on this team, too, a graduate student. Down low drive. Dished off for Whitney Hay. Now back out to Lauren Lee, who checked back in. Lee once again step back. This is just a 2. It's off the mark anyway, and it will go out. Turnover and possession back with Campbell or with Reinhardt.
They are human. They
Right.
finally missed one.
They feel robotic.
Yeah, that's what they look like. If AI made a team, I think this may be it.
Another 3 ball. That one's good from the corner from Haley Johnson. Johnson now has 5.
Leading scorer for Reinhardt.
Tied up, and a jump ball is going to give possession back to Reinhardt here. That's a great stop there in the paint by the likes of Kara Sampson.
With everything that has been done in this game, if they could score here, they could get it into single digits by the end of the first quarter, and I think that would be a feather in the cap of Reinhardt.
I feel like a win after the start that Campbellsville have. Shot clock is off, so they can use all 20 seconds here for a play. They get it over. Down low now, looking for an opening off the glass. Rebound Campbellsville. They have plenty of time here. 10 seconds. Lauren Lee with it. 20-10 is our score. 8 seconds left. Pull up. Jumper from Ceferini. Good. 23-10. Right as the buzzer was getting ready to sound. And that is an incredible 3 from Paige Serafini.
6 points for her. 2 of 2 behind the arc.
That's incredible numbers early on here for this Campbellsville team. They lead by 13. We're at the end of the first quarter here on SESN. We'll be right back. Welcome back here to Kingsport, Tennessee at the NAIA The Show. Here, Reinhardt taking on number 3, Campbellsville, in a matchup that has seen Campbellsville really lighting it up from the floor. 23-10 is our score. That is Walt Ferber. I am Matt Kibbe. It has been a pleasure to bring along with you here on Conference Floor B. And we've had some incredible games. Campbellsville coming in playing extremely well.
This is what I would pay to see today.
Yes.
This is the third outstanding game, and Campbellsville looks like they could end up being one of those generational teams And they got some national title aspirations.
They are certainly a favorite at number 3 in the country. Travel. Serafini walked, and it's going to be given back to Reinhardt here.
Van Dyke with a great defensive stop. She held her ground, caused the turnover. That's only 4 for Campbellsville.
They get another one on the defensive side of the ball to take it the other way. There's a little bit too much muscle on it, but the rebound stays with Campbellsville, and that was Tylen Scherer who put it in.
They just keep attacking, and they're there for the strong side miss.
I'm going to point out this is knocked away by Tyra Flowers. That's a big block. Stays with Reinhardt. The only teams in front of Campbellsville in the rankings right now are Dort, Iowa, and Indiana Wesleyan.
Yeah, I saw Dort last year against Oakland City, and that is one outstanding program. But I tell you what, this Campbellsville team, I think, could play with them.
There are 21st place points available in the NAIA poll every 2 weeks. Dort had 19 of them.
Well, I believe that.
Indiana Wesleyan got 1. Campbellsville sits right on the outside of the top 2 with 3, but only had played 4 games up to this point, as compared to Dort, who had 7, and Indiana, who had 10.
Well, they're doing pretty fair in the start of game number 5 here with a 15-point advantage in the second quarter.
Reinhardt just trying to get into a rhythm, but Campbellsville has done everything to not allow it. Now they're going down low, looking for Mackenzie Franklin, and a little bit of help on the other post here with Noelle Larvey. Open 3 for McCutcheons. It's just off the mark.
Even if you don't turn them over, they cause teams to waste a vast amount of time in that 30-second possession time. And it makes it almost impossible to get a good, clean look at the bucket.
8:20 left to go in this first half of play. Everything going right for Campbellsville. Reinhardt trying to find some momentum. That's going to go out. It was a layup attempt by Tyra Flowers, who just kind of fell down on the way, got tripped up with some traffic in the lane, and Reinhardt gets it back.
Every time it looks like Campbell's going to make it go away, Reinhardt's made a run, but as I say that, it's 2 more.
Lauren Lee already has 12 points while in this game, off of the 10th turnover by Reinhardt.
12 points in 9 minutes, and 4 of 6 from the field, 4 of 4 at the line.
Back to the side, rebound is gathered up by Scherer, and she'll head in. Leaves it in the corner. Picked up. Lauren Lee is going to drive. Dishes this one, and the reverse lane is good. That was easy for Tyra Flowers.
4 passes in that sequence. Good shot, better shot than best shot.
That was Tyra Flowers' first bucket. Laid in, and that's an easy one for Mackenzie Franklin. Timeout taken by Reinhardt, and we'll see. I didn't see if this was a full or not, but it will be a 30, so we'll stay right here.
Franklin flashed well to the bucket for Reinhardt that time, gets on the board. Reinhardt's doing a lot of good stuff. Campbellsville is just making it almost impossible to do, but that's good stuff. The going strong to the basket is what Reinhardt needs to do. And they're showing signs of, it's not an accident that Reinhardt has the record they are, as they've only lost 1 time. A record is 7-1, 5-1 at home, 2-0 away. And this is their first neutral game. So
5 of those games have been conference games in the Appalachian Athletic Conference, and they're 4-1. Their only loss came in conference play.
Appalachian Conference is pretty good.
Very good conference. Knocked down and then tied up a hard spell onto the floor.
That's going to give him a 2-point takedown there.
Yeah.
But the physicality in our basketball today has kind of surprised me. All 3 of these games have been extremely physical.
Reminds me, this is going to give away where I'm from, but it reminds me a lot of the 04 Pistons. And that physicality that we're seeing.
There's a few Bill Lambiers out there.
Putback misses. Rebound stays with Reinhardt, though, and Franklin, she'll dish it off and get some help from Haley Johnson to finish off the possession, 31-16.
Stick to it of this Johnson now with 5 points for Reinhardt.
Switch called out. And a little bit of a modified man-to-man. Open 3 for Lauren Lee off the front of the rim. Rebound gathered by the Eagles and going the other way with Campbell. Campbell tries to stretch it, but it comes right back to her, so she goes in for the drive. Jumper good.
Campbell showing how it's done. Went straight to the bucket. Got the deflection and gets 2 more for Reinhardt.
That's her first bucket of the game.
Back to a 13-point Campbellsville lead.
5:40 left to go in the second quarter. Campbellsville has Lauren Lee leading all scorers with 12. She has it now. Going to drive, trying to make it 14. Goes up with the left, does it. Average is 18.8 points a game. She's 4 points away from her average.
Campbellsville's like a shark.
Right.
I mean, they go for the kill. They don't stop. And they're one of the most intelligent teams I've seen in a while.
They've been so good all year in their limited sample size. They also took on Transylvania in an exhibition game. Of course, doesn't count towards your record. I couldn't even find a score for it. It's a little one of those like hidden scrimmages.
I think those are good ideas.
I agree. No shot travel called on Reinhardt. It was...
Learned about those under Marty Simmons when he was at the University of Evansville doing their contest. And that's an opportunity where you can go at it, play against another jersey besides your own, and figure out what you need to work on.
Yeah, they're really good. You see it a lot of times at the NCAA level, but the NAIA school is very notorious for it as well. Usually they're the ones that are part of the secret scrimmage.
Yes.
And they usually are putting up a big fight in those games as well. We've seen that especially on the ladies' side. Back out, rebound loose, tied up, jump ball, going to keep it with Reinhardt, 4:40 left.
Well, this is a game I will remember. We're going to see a lot of basketball before we get out of here Sunday afternoon. But the way that Campbellsville plays really puts a stamp on your memory.
Inbound play, laid in, nice and easy for Kara Simpson.
Simpson not intimidated by Reinhardt, though. 4 points for her now.
Willing to go down low, and it feels like that's going to be the area as Lauren Lee puts the jump stop on and then lays it in. She's got 16. What can you say?
I had to use that to jump stop and the fake. You watch the defender fly by, and you see 2 points.
Lena Van Dyke wanted it, got it, travel called, and she can't believe it.
Travel called. That's got to be frustrating. Reinhardt's a good ball club. There's 30 good ball clubs here in Kingsport over the weekend, and they're playing well. Campbellsville's just like playing on another level right now.
The best teams in the country, national title aspirations. One of the longest tenured coaches in the NAIA, especially on the women's side. In terms of total years, 32 years on the bench at Campbellsville, 18 as the head coach. And there's a beautiful kiss off the glass for Tyra Flowers. This is Ginger Heikolven. She is the second head coach in program history.
That's why they won as many games as they have. 5 players scoring for Campbellsville balanced, but you got to lead at the top with 16. Hard to defend and hard to stop.
Ball went right into the radio crew for Campbellsville, made the trip out here for the show here in Kingsport, Tennessee, presented by Visit Kingsport. And take that to heart. You should. Beautiful place, a beautiful venue here, 2 conference floors, and a whole lot of action. There's Lauren Lee driving, trying to get 18. It's blocked, but she'll get fouled and head to the line.
Campbellsville's an NAIA squad that believes in excellence in everything. I mean, you know, they've got a heck of an athletic program, men and women's basketball, both at the top of the country literally every year. Their academics are outstanding, and, you know, I know a little bit about the world of the media, and they have an outstanding media program that's turned out certainly some outstanding media folks. A guy that I worked for that was from Campbellsville, Edwin Ford, now takes care of all the media for the New Orleans Pelicans and the New Orleans Saints. So they have some alumni that flat out get it done in the media world too.
Reinhardt is 0 for 6 in their last possessions. That one just missed and knocked away. 3 ball off the mark from Franklin, and Campbellsville gets it, make it 0 for 7 on their last field goal attempts. Back out to 3, McCutcheons off the mark.
Reinhardt doing their best to put this into chaos and doing it a little bit there, as that's the put back up and in by Van Dyke.
And then quickly on the other side, Campbellsville was trying to push, ended up throwing it a little bit too hard. It goes out. That's a turnover.
That's 16, that's a lot, but it's less than it was a minute ago.
It helps. It builds up your confidence here. That's the 10th turnover for Campbellsville. Brought over to the near side and then back over to the far side with McCutcheon. She's at the right wing. Bounced out, bringing it around, top of the circle, and then a floater in off the side, but a foul called. It's a blocking foul called on Tylene Shear, and it will be 2 shots here for McCutcheons.
The opening was there in the middle, and got an opportunity. That's what you do. You take it right up the gut and you make him stop you.
Isaiah goes for her first, makes it. 1 for 1 at the line now, has 4 points on the game.
She's been proficient at the charity line.
Misses the
little
second.
Less so now.
Wide open 3 here for Campbellsville. It's off the mark from Haley Allen, and rebound stays with the Lady Tigers. Elbow pull up jumper, and it's going to fall out. It just missed the net, so with 1:53 left to go in the first half, subs coming in, Reinhardt gets it back.
Now, Reinhardt has done a few nice things. I mean, it's been a blitzkrieg by Campbellsville, but Reinhardt is a battling bunch. And I kind of like the adjustments that have been made by them in the last few minutes.
That one's knocked out, still loose. 3 ball up, too much on it. Stays with Reinhardt, though. A nice grab there by Franklin. Another 3. That one is all cash money for Noella Larvey.
2 of 7 from the field in her first tray for the leading scorer for Reinhardt.
1:13 left to go in this first half of play. Stolen away. That will be a nice help. Long pass out to McCutcheons. She'll send it right back over to Franklin, who goes down low looking for Van Dyke. Van Dyke is going to be charged with the foul. It's an offensive foul.
But I like it. You had 4 passes without a dribble by Reinhardt, and you put your player in position on the baseline for a perfect shot. But better defense by Campbellsville and doing that really, really hard thing and taking the charge.
Just down by 12 here with a minute to go. Largest lead was all the way out to 19, so Reinhardt has certainly done the work here in the second quarter. Back out. 3 ball off the front of the rim. Rebound goes all the way over to Lathina Campbell.
They got a little momentum now.
That one's going to be knocked out. It will be an inbound play from just in front of the baseline on this near side with 30 seconds left. 5 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock.
But if they hit a three-pointer right now, they could go into halftime with a single-digit deficit. And from where it was, that's something.
Feels like they might need it. Franklin over to the far side with Larrivee, who just hit the last 3. 22, 21, 20 with time differential at about 5 seconds. Almost turned over. Now it's on the floor and over the line, so it's going to stay with Reinhardt, but it doesn't reset the shot clock or anything. There wasn't a true change of possession unless the officials come together and decide it was.
That's what they're talking about right now.
It's Paige Hurst and Jerry Lawson having that conversation. They do decide that Campbellsville had possession, so that turns off the shot clock and gives the last possession here to Reinhardt.
I like the fact that they took the time to confer and get it right.
That was Paige Hurst, who is one of the best officials in the NAIA. So lucky to have her here, but she made that decision, said the shot clock needs to be off. Last possession now for the Eagles. 5 seconds left. Had to pick up the dribble, did Campbell. Floater up and just off the mark. Buzzer will sound. Would have been nice to have, but you cut the lead from 19 down to 12. Reinhardt finished the second quarter on a positive note.
Great first half. Lee's the real deal for Campbellsville. But I like this spunk of Reinhardt. It's going to be an interesting second half.
We'll step aside for halftime, and we come back. We'll have the second half of action and still one more game left to go after this one. 38-26 is the score. You're watching SESN and the show presented by Visit Kingsport.
Welcome to SESN, your ticket to the front row of the sports world, covering local, regional, and national events. We bring the game to you. Feel the excitement of every play, every score, every victory. Get your seat, get on air, and immerse yourself in the heart-pounding action. The Southeast Sports Network, where sports come to life.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear. Call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Did you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha 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 ha.
See, Smokey thinks I'm funny.
I got involved in officiating volleyball 8 years after I played Division I in college.
Saying yes to volleyball officiating will give you the privilege to be a part of one of the most exciting sports around.
I'm a speaker,
A builder.
I coach,
culinary arts, auditor, a firefighter.
For anyone contemplating becoming a volleyball official, just go for it.
Take the plunge, open the door.
Say yes to officiating. Learn more about how to get involved at sayyes2officiating.com.
For every generation, it has started with the call to serve. Discovering the purpose and the belonging earned with the title. Learning to dig deep and push through adversity together. Defending our nation and its people. It is a life of great worth and reward. But Marines are never really finished serving. Their commitment comes full circle, visible in communities across our country. This is Semper Fidelis, always faithful, always Marine, marking a path for the next generation.
We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official. It's the best decision I've made.
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. You know, I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
Get to be outside, get to experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
It helped me become not only a better official, but a better person.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And it's just been wonderful.
Six more quarters and we're
Want to watch your favorite Southeast teams in action? We've got you covered. Stream live games and highlights on YouTube, Twitch, Amazon Fire TV, Stream TV, and more. For all the details, visit our How to Watch page at sesnsports.com. It's your one-stop guide to catching every play, every time, wherever you are. The Southeast Sports Network, bringing the game to you anytime, anywhere. Catch the most thrilling moments from your favorite local teams, only on the Southeast Sports Network. From jaw-dropping touchdowns to game-winning goals, we bring you all the highlights that make the Southeast the heart of sports. Don't miss out. Tune in anytime, anywhere, and relive the action like never before. The action lives on our YouTube channel, but you can watch highlights many different ways by visiting our website. The Southeast Sports Network, where every play matters.
The story of the United States has been written for centuries. Penned by millions of authors, written in every language, from every perspective. With every chapter as unique as our people and our land. Our story is one made up of many. Find yours in the USA.
The rhythmic sound of more than 500 cascading waterfalls. The endless echo of more than 10,000 caves. The serene silence of 1,000 miles of wilderness trails. The next time someone tells you to get lost, consider it an opportunity. Your vacation is now playing in Tennessee.
Welcome back here to Kingsport, Tennessee. It's the show for the NAIA. Campbellsville taking on Reinhardt in this third game of our quadruple header here on SCSN. It is 38-26 in favor of Campbell. Walt Ferber, Matt Kibbe alongside with you. John and Bruno are our production team, and we've had a good one so far. It's been all Campbellsville.
Yes, we have. You told me about Lauren Lee. She has been the real deal for Campbellsville, the grad student from Liberty, Kentucky and Casey County High School, something else. But I like the spunk in Reinhardt. This is going to be a great second half.
Really excited for it here. 10 seconds already gone here in this third quarter, and Campbellsville already has drawn a foul. It is on the offense. Charge call on Whitney Hay. That's her second personal.
Campbellsville has a way of being in the right spot at the right time. That is not an easy thing to do, but they have perfect positioning, and that happens in every game for them.
Right now, the difference in this game, as that one goes out and it's going to go back to Campbellsville, it's the first quarter. Campbellsville outscored Reinhardt 23-10. Last quarter, Reinhardt actually outscored Campbellsville 16-15.
They made some differences in the second quarter, some adjustments, and they showed that they're not going to get rolled over. I like the spunk.
That one's a long foul and 2 shots coming for Campbellsville.
But it's not like they're the sisters of the poor.
Right.
Reinhardt
No,
is
this is a good team.
7-1.
It's the comparison of you're a good team, but Campbellsville's a great team.
Yeah.
So you're flawed. I'll say this: we're flawed in what we were expecting here a little bit today, because Reinhardt is a tremendous team that has won some gritty wins, and they have made an adjustment here in this game, especially in that second quarter.
Yeah, as you know me more as we do more of these over the years, you will find I am flawed in many ways.
40-26 after both free throws are good for Haley Allen. Long pass out to Kraft. Has to bring it back in, looking for Camper, and then it's knocked away. There's a turnover, and they're going to need to settle in here in the second half.
They're like a swarm of hornets.
Whoa! What a quick pass. That was finished off by Haley Allen, but it was started by Paige Serfini, who had the quick touch pass down low.
I love it. They can pass 3 or 4 times. That ball's not going to touch the court.
Loose ball, and volleyball, you'd call that a free ball because anybody had a chance to get it. Actually drew the foul, though.
Came close to bounce it up here into our press area. But I have not seen a team that anticipates as well as Campbellsville does.
You see that there? Drew the foul. That was Whitney Hayes' third, so keep an eye on her foul situation the rest of the way. Down low, Layden.
That gives them a little something to work on.
Needed that. They needed the bucket coming out of the half, and they get it. 28 points for Reinhardt, 42 for Campbellsville, and there's the pestering defense from Julia Kraft. It goes down low. Lee, who has the game-high 17 points. Quick pass down low, another dump off, and then an easy lay-in there for Tyra Flowers. That is ball movement.
8 passes in that sequence.
2 minutes gone by here in the third quarter of play. There's another loose pass, but it's regathered by Niall Camper. She drives, floater just short, hit off the bottom of the backboard, and Campbellsville's going to get it back here.
You got to start hearing footsteps when you play these guys defensively.
Whitney Hay bounces it out. Open 3 for the likes of Serafini off the front of the rim, and then Reinhardt gets it right back. They'll move quickly here with McCutcheons. She'll drive. Tosses that out to the corner. Camper for 3. Camper, good!
That hardly twinkled the twine there. You can't make it any better than that.
Now Lauren Lee's going to drive, puts up the shot, so she'll get 2 shots here with her team high and game high 17 points.
17 points in 20 minutes, that's pretty efficient.
Averages 18 points a game, almost 19 points a game. This team's leading scorer, a first team All-American last year, misses the first shot, of course, as we're giving flowers.
6 of 9 from the field and 5 of 7 from the charity line. When you shoot 66.7% from the floor, you're doing pretty good.
Makes her second, 45-31, 14-point lead. That's feels like the second largest lead. The largest lead was all the way out at 19 for Campbellsville. And they get the turnover there on the interception. Long pass out here for Flowers. And then she dumps it off for her teammate before getting to the rebound and then putting up another shot. Flowers able to finish on the third chance.
4 passes, 3 shots, and the way to stick to it to finally get the bucket.
She's got 8. McCutcheon's now looking for an opening. Gets it over to Kraft, now down low, hanging on to Van Dyke. Van Dyke will dribble, drive, put up a shot. It goes in and out, gets her own rebound, waits, and then puts it up. Patience there from Van Dyke to get the basket.
Van Dyke has shown me a lot here in the contest. Leading scorer for Reinhardt.
Has 8 and then drew the foul on the other side.
And she has done it efficiently, 4 of 6 from the field.
That is Van Dyke's third.
Oh, that's, you know, there's some good things happening with Reinhardt, but her picking up her third is not one of them.
So she'll have to take a seat here. And Tony Campbell, the head coach for Reinhardt, was looking at his player saying, I agree with you, because she was questioning how she got called for the foul. First shot good here for Tyra Flowers. Second one as well, 48-33.
They are surgical in the way they go about their business.
2 players for Campbellsville in double digits, Flowers and Lee, 18 and 10. No players in double digits for Reinhardt. Their leading scorer is Van Dyke with 8, who's on the bench.
Will be for a little while with 3 personal fouls. 3 fouls for Hay for Campbellsville,
who is on the floor right now. She picked up that foul early in the third. She stayed on the floor, has not subbed out, but you know, there's depth for this team. They can get away with that. They know they have a replacement ready. It's going to be a shot miss. Campbellsville gets it back.
Hay's a great player, but Hay to Campbellsville is not the same as Van Dyke is to Reinhardt.
If you look over at the Reinhardt bench on the far side of your screen, only 4 subs available today. That one's loose. Turnover there and a chance for Reinhardt to maybe get some momentum. On the outside, corner 3 is all good from Kyra Simpson.
Nice baseline shot, no doubt about that.
The perfect shot at a timely need.
Her first 3 and she hits it.
Needs somebody to get going. Another one loose on the floor, picked up by Campbellsville. Lee thought about taking it from 3. Now it's loose again and kicked out and rolls out. It's going to be given to Reinhardt there. Call made by Paige Hurst on the far side.
You're not going to out-floorboard Campbellsville either. They go on the floor for it. They do whatever they have to do.
Walt Verber, Matt Kibbe here with you on SESN. It's a 49-36 game between the number 3 Campbellsville Lady Tigers and the Reinhardt Eagles. There was a drive by Mackenzie Franklin, and then it's knocked off of Campbellsville. It will stay with Reinhardt on the baseline. 17 seconds left in the shot clock.
But you know, Reinhardt just hanging in the neighborhood. 12 at halftime. It's a 13-point advantage for Campbellsville now. They refuse to be run over.
Looking for an opening. They're going to have to go all the way back out to McCutcheon's beyond the arc. She'll drive, get tripped up. Blocking foul will be called on the trip, and it will be on the floor. So Bradley gets her second. Floater by McCutcheon's good. Campbellsville will come back the other way. And the foul is called. 2 shots coming here.
But looking at what Campbellsville has done, they have played 4 games before tonight. And they have outscored their opponents by 98 points.
It's
I'm not the best math person, but that's a big differential every game.
Foul was on the floor, so Lauren Lee will reset here. No shots, with Shearer giving it off. Now Bradley and Lauren Lee, 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Need an opening, and a travel is going to be called. Ball goes back to Reinhardt. That is the 16th turnover on Campbellsville.
A lot of turnovers for both teams. Reinhardt with 20 in the ball game. That means it's been really good defense on both sides.
Trying to get it out to McCutcheons. Open 3 for McCutcheons. Has a little bit too much on it. Rebound goes to Campbellsville here with 4:14 left to go in the third quarter.
But even when they're open, they have to hurry them.
Lauren Lee drives, draws the foul, and she'll head to the line again.
You got to, after as tough as defense as Campbellsville has, you have to hear footsteps.
Lauren Lee stepped to the line to shoot a pair.
Lee 6 of 8 at the line tonight. She gets this one, she'll hit 20 for the game.
Unreal. With 4 minutes left in the third quarter, she has 20 points, 51 for her team.
It's a good chunk of the offense.
It is. Nearly around 40% of the offense. And foul again on the floor.
But in this quarter, it's been pretty close. Campbellsville has only outscored Reinhardt by 1.
Again, it comes back to that difference in that first quarter, Walt, where they outscored them 23-10.
That is the difference. It's even since then.
Yeah, true, very even. It was 16-15 in the second, now 13-12. Could have tied it up there with the make, but they got one more shot at it.
But you saw from Campbellsville in the first quarter that when they hit it in gear, they can flat out, they can knock you out big time.
Second one good. Now 13 points apiece for each team in this third quarter, but it's 51-39. Clock will reset. Officials needed a moment. Defense looking to step up, almost ran into her own player, did Lauren Lee. Now a takeaway on the floor. It's still loose, need hustle. McCutcheon goes after it, slide on the floor. Campbellsville is up with it, and then a travel will be called on Campbellsville with the slide while hanging on to it. So Reinhardt will get it back.
They're playing like a bunch of, well, I mean this with the utmost affection. They're playing like a bunch of junkyard dogs out there.
Yes.
They're playing. I love the intensity that Reinhardt is going out here in the third quarter tonight.
There's the turnover, though. Lauren Lee is so good about being around the floor. You never know where she's at. She comes out of nowhere to steal the inbound pass, and it was an intentional foul by McCutcheons to send Lauren Lee to the line.
She knows where that ball's going to go before it goes. Great anticipation, huge basketball IQ, and has been able to do everything offensively and defensively tonight.
First shot's good.
She is worth the price of admission all by herself. She's 8 of 10 at the free throw line. 21 points.
22 now. She has been phenomenal in this game. She's got 22, 53-39 is the score, 33 minutes, 24 seconds left to go in the third quarter of play. Trying to get it down low. They're looking to get it to Mackenzie Franklin, number 34 in white, who's been typically on the block. That one's knocked off at Campbellsville, so it stays with Reinhardt with 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Inbound play tipped again, but it stays with Reinhardt on the near side, and then a dribble drive. Basket has too much on it and can't get it back. Reinhardt has to go on the defensive switch.
You love Campbellsville. They're mad when they don't get the tap to come their way.
Shot too much on it again, and then the rebound put back is good for Talion Scheer. Scheer's been quietly putting together a good game here, 7 points.
3 of 7 from the field. That's all these girls are efficient.
The junior for Campbellsville, another drive here, kick out. Foul is offensive on Haley Johnson. I can't remember how the last time I saw this many offensive fouls in a game, but they all are. There's not been a question about it.
It's quick. I don't know how they do it. They're in the right place at the right time, and they're set, and they take the pain.
Now remember,
it's not an accident.
That charge call, you have to be outside of the restricted area, planted. You can't be moving into position. So that means they are anticipating the layup or the drive coming at them, and they are planting early.
She was about 6 inches outside of the line, and that wasn't an accident. She knew she was 6 inches outside.
There's a free open cut and an easy lay-in, one of the easiest baskets that Talion Scheer is ever going to get.
Surgical, absolutely surgical.
Reinhardt trying to answer here, needs something. There's the drive, and that one's a blocking. See how that one wasn't set, even though it looked like Tyra Flowers was in the right position, but she wasn't cleanly set. So that's where the blocking charge or blocking call comes in.
You can give credit there to Simpson, who is heading to the free throw line for Reinhardt.
She drew that.
Yes, she did. She saw it and she attacked.
Number 5, Laura Lee. She repaired. Number 3, Kara Simpson.
67% free throw shooter, Simpson.
Missed the first. Second one rolls off the rim and out. Campbellsville drives. Opening in, and then another lay-in by Talion Scheer. She has scored the last 3 possessions to go from 7 points now to 11.
She's quick, but she has great patience. You don't see that very often.
Driving here. This is Hay, who has 3 personal fouls, but has not sat here in the fourth, and that's going to be a jump ball. That is a great job by Kiara Simpson to get a hand on that ball, and possession arrow favors Reinhardt, so they get possession now.
That little stretch, though, has put this back up to a 20-point Campbellsville advantage.
Reinhardt has missed their last 6 shots from the field.
That's because of some pretty hardy defense.
Campbellsville moves around in their 2-3 zone here. 80 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Quick ball movement. That's how you get around the zone. 3 ball. Good for Julia Kraft.
That is the way you beat the zone. But that 2-3 zone's not a stagnant zone. That's a Jim Boeheim type zone.
Constantly moving, making it very difficult to get the ball around. But the one fault with the Jim Boeheim zone is it's susceptible to threes, and that's what just happened with Julia Kraft.
Yeah, she hit the open spot.
That one goes in and out. Looked like it had everything written on it, and then a timeout was called. Paige Hurst ran over and said that timeout was called by Campbellsville, and Ginger High-Colvin, who needed it, wants just a 30 seconds, so we'll stay here.
Yeah, and you saw Allen, the girl that went in and got the ball, was clapping big time, and when once again the hustle is going to give another possession to the Tigers, and I'm going to bow down to them. I love seeing excellence on the court, and Campbellsville is excellence. Reinhardt, they're a doggone good ball club, but even though they may not win this one, this is going to make Reinhardt a better ball club.
Especially when they get back into conference play in the Appalachian Athletic Conference, a very tough conference, but they are a good team in that conference.
You were fortunate to see the Appalachian Athletic Conference, and it is one of the top conferences. I get a chance to do River States on a regular basis, but I tell you what, very impressed by both teams.
Campbellsville, part of the Mid-South, of course, the favorites in the Mid-South.
18 turnovers by Campbell, but 22 by Reinhardt.
Points in the paint are another thing to look at. 34 for Campbell, only 18 for Reinhardt. They've been trying to get it down low, but this pesty defense has been hard to get around. That three just off the mark, and there's a rebound put back up by LaFana Campbell.
4 points for her now, but those in the paint points for Campbellsville have not been backing your way to the bucket and bullying. It's been quick strike under the basket by great cutting action.
There's the movement.
They're flashing to the ball well.
Bradley takes the shot, beats the buzzer, and Scherer put up another one to make it 61-44 as we head to the fourth quarter of play. Don't go anywhere. This one sure to be an exciting finish here on SCSN.
Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire tablet with just a few clicks.
Welcome back here on SESN. A pleasure to have you here. Number 3 team in the country, Campbellsville Lady Tigers, taking on the Reinhardt Eagles. They hold a 61-44 lead with the final 10 minutes here in Kingsport, Tennessee at the show tournament here in the NAIA.
It's something. And Kingsport, there's a lot of good things happening in the city of Kingsport. But this place is alive on the 3-day period when 30 of the best teams in the country come in for this outstanding tournament.
A lot of teams use their Thanksgiving to travel. I use my Thanksgiving to travel here to be a part of this. It's a super incredible tournament, and I'll say this has been one of the packed this gym has been for this game with the number 3 Lady Eagles. I have a feeling that Georgetown and Union Commonwealth are going to give it a run for its money, but here's an open three, and it's good for Julia Kraft. She's got 2 threes in a row.
Reinhardt is not going away. Kraft 2 for 3 behind the arc.
She's got 6. There's another free cut, but that one just missed for Zarafini.
That's a good look, though.
Almost a lost movement, and then a travel called on LaFina Campbell. She's a little confused on why it was called a travel, but with her losing possession of the ball and then grabbing it without anybody else touching it, that's the travel.
I would have called it and it's a double dribble there too. Yep. She put it down there. 23rd turnover, pardon me, for Reinhardt.
There's another drive, and then there's a turnover for Campbellsville. They're 19th.
That's both teams are D'ing up in this game.
So Reinhardt will bring it up here. 8:45 left to go in the contest. 63-47 is our score. Julia Kraft, who's hit a couple threes here in this second half. They leave it for Campbell, who will put it off to the top. Trying to find an opening is Nia Moon.
Reinhardt's ball movement is a lot better than it was in the first half. They're cutting and spacing the floor perfectly now and passing the ball well themselves.
The only thing that passing did on this possession is leave 5 seconds on the shot clock for this inbound play. Need an opening. Found it with Moon. Moon has to try and find an open shot. She can't do it. It's taken away by Lauren Lee. Lauren Lee will drive all alone, kisses it in, and she has 24.
Took her time. Made sure it got in, and all that really good cutting. And Lee turns it into 2 points for Campbellsville.
Another opening now. Julia Kraft pump fakes the three, leaves it over for Franklin. She'll pass out. Ball movement around the horn. Pull up mid-range. Too much on it. Rebound still loose, and now it's going to go back to Campbellsville off of the Reinhardt Eagle down low.
There are no open lanes to the basket when you play Campbellsville. You see so many times those black jerseys stepping into the lane and cutting off Reinhardt. They can put it up to 20 with a basket here.
Down low now. That's taken away. Turnover number 20 for Campbellsville, and then it's given right back by Reinhardt. Opening for Lauren Lee. She'll go up, and she lays it in again. She's got 26.
Got to give Lee credit for seeing the opportunity there. Flash into the bucket big time. And it's a 20-point advantage.
Reinhardt looking for answers. Might have found it here for a moment with Kraft, and she'll just put a floater up. It has too much on it. Ball loose. She gets the rebound, and then a foul is called down low, and this is going to be, I think, on the floor.
Foul call number 24, Callie Allen.
Allen's got 2 personals. It is on the floor, so inbound comes in. Shot clock reset to 20 for McCutcheons, who looks for a drive. Leaves it out. 3 ball. Johnson, good.
Sweet ball movement, and that's drained from downtown by Johnson. 10 points for her now.
She just checked back in.
She shot 2 3-pointers and hit them both.
Another foul. This one is on Mackenzie Franklin. 2 shots coming for the Lady Tigers.
But after a made bucket, it's not more than 2 or 3 seconds before Campbellsville gets a good look.
Tyra Flowers is going to take shots here. She's got 10 points. 3rd on the team, makes her 1st. Shear has 13. She kind of came out of nowhere. Didn't start this game. And on the bench now, but 13 points, and they really were on a run of her own where she went off.
Campbellsville 3 double-figure scores. You got Lee with 26 points, Shear with 13, and Flowers with 12. And 6 for Seraphin, 6 for Allen, 4 for Hay, and 2 for Bradley. So, I mean, that's pretty good balance.
The only outlier there, of course, Lauren Lee with 26.
Yeah.
There's a run, and that's going to be a blocking foul called on Haley Johnson. Tried to get the charge, but didn't come over in time.
She had the right idea, but couldn't get there and had to take the pain and the foul.
Inbound will be from the sideline out. 6:27 left to go here in this 4th quarter of play. Don't go anywhere, though. We got the number 11 team in the country, Georgetown, taking on Union Commonwealth right after this one. That'll be our last game of the day before loading up for 7 tomorrow here in Conference Room B.
Get underway at 10:15 tomorrow morning.
Bright and early here on SCSN.
Foul call number 15, Haley Johnson.
That was Johnson picking up that one.
Campbellsville taking their time here. And the drive, foul again called as Lauren Lee was going to the basket.
Taking their time for them, though, means it took them a whole 6 seconds before they got to the bucket.
Lee can extend her already game-leading 26 points. She does with the first free throw. She is 11 for 13 at the line today.
27 points in 30 minutes.
Yeah. Almost a point a minute.
Yeah.
Make it 28 and 12 for 14. Only missed 2 free throws today. .555 left to go here in regulation. That one's still loose on the floor. Jump ball called. Possession arrow keeps it with Reinhardt.
There's going to be some contusions and abrasions when this game is over.
Yeah.
They have played hard. There's been a lot of young ladies that have hit the floor tonight out of hustle.
Ball loose. Kraft was trying to get it onto the baseline. Another jump ball. This one's going to give it to Campbellsville.
If I had to pick at something Campbellsville's not doing, I don't know what it would be tonight.
Maybe turnovers?
Yeah.
20?
Yeah, well, that is true.
But a lot of them haven't really been their own mistakes. It's been Reinhardt's defense.
Yeah, it's been really good Reinhardt defense.
Down low, there's an opening and taken easy. If you give Tyra Flowers even a little bit of space, she's going to take advantage of it.
That, and she has the ability, as few players do, to create her own space.
That was taken away. Another one launched over for Lauren Lee. She gets fouled and one coming for Lauren Lee, who has a game-high 30, and that's the most points scored by any player today here in Kingsport.
They run the floor better than about any team I've seen. They don't settle for a good shot.
Right.
They wait until it's a great shot, and when you got a lady like Lee to take it, 30 points in 31 minutes. And now you got a point a minute.
She has been incredible. 76-50, 26-point lead. She has more points than the lead. To give you a sense, she is the reason that this game is where it's at. An incredible athlete, incredible player for this Campbellsville team. Reinhardt moving around here, man-to-man. Open three, uncontested, but it's just off the mark.
But if you are trying to defend these guys, what do you take away? I mean, they can get you. I mean, Lee's great, but they have so many ways of getting you. And we've had a lot of hell balls tonight. Yeah. And we've got a Reinhardt player down.
This is Lana Van Dyke, who went down and is
holding her elbow.
Hasn't gotten up.
And she's played a nice game for Reinhardt. 8 points, 4 of 6 shooting, and 6 rebounds in 16 minutes played.
And she's been good, hanging on to that elbow. Athletic trainer out. Gets help up. Looks to be shaken up, but okay. She'll walk gingerly off to the sideline.
Wish her certainly the very best of luck. I've enjoyed watching Van Dyke play today.
So it was a jump ball on the other end. Possession arrow was in favor of Reinhardt, so it will stay with them. With 4 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. 3 ball, Camper, good. Wow, what a shot from Campa.
Camper 2 for 2 behind the arc. Got some good three-point shooters tonight.
76-53 here, 4 minutes left to go. Campbellsville gets it down low. And that's an easy lay-in for Haley Allen.
For Haley Allen, it's an easy one. I don't know for how many other people.
Made it look
a heck
easy.
of a move.
Yeah. Another one down low, and confusion there from Reinhardt. They were trying to cut to the basket, but Mackenzie Franklin was trying to look for an outlet pass, didn't have it, so that's a backcourt violation with 3:38 left to go. 78-53 is the score.
Well, they did have to go back and get it, or otherwise it would have been more likely than not another easy transition bucket for Campbellsville.
2, that's a long 2 for Dia Bradley. That might have been an example of the double line coming into play.
Yeah.
She thought she was behind the 3, but was about a foot away from it, and it's just a long 2. Either way, absolutely sunk it.
Nothing but black shirts there to get the rebound.
Reinhardt trying to get back defensively. Allen, that one off the front of the rim. Eagles get the rebound. They'll bring it up with a little bit of pace. Another one down low. Help defense comes right over, and it's off the mark for Noelle Larrivee. Larrivee wanted it, had the opening. Double team came, almost hit that shot. Cut basket, foul, and one. Bella Stiles is the one who got fouled. The freshman here playing in here with this big lead.
Yeah, they're putting an exclamation point. Campbellsville getting a few more people in. I'm impressed. Reinhardt has used a little deeper rotation than Campbellsville tonight.
Off the mark on the free throw. Another drive here from McCutcheons. Trying to find that opening. Campbellsville switched to a man-to-man. Rebound comes out. Put back good for Kiara Simpson. Or correction, that's actually going to be Nia Moon. Turnover and then knocked out by McCutcheon, so it's going to stay with Campbellsville. 22 seconds left on the shot clock.
First 2 points in the contest for Moon, as she's been in the contest 4 minutes in this game.
Shot clock actually reset on the possession change. Loose ball here. Thea Bradley was going up with it. One of the, in high school, the all-time leading scorer in Kentucky. That's Dia Bradley.
Shows you the caliber of athletes we have on the floor.
Three ball good. Off the mark though, rebound goes up. Moon gets fouled. She'll head to the line with 1:17 left to go.
Well, this game all by itself is worth every bit of an 8-hour trip.
Yeah, this game has been fun. We've had 3 great games.
Yes,
Still
we
have
have
1 more to go. Union Commonwealth versus Georgetown here in Conference Room B, but we've been privileged.
Well, buddy, let's say you and I do 7 tomorrow.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan to me. We'll be keeping busy.
And then a mere 3 on Sunday.
Yeah, it's good. You're gonna have to talk to Coach about evening these out a little bit. Yeah, but intentional. Still 1 more week of class for the semester-based schools. So trying to get people out of here on Sunday so they have enough time to get back for class on Monday. Because remember, these are students first. Yes. You're a student athlete. I mean, I'm running back. I got to go teach a class on Monday. So I'm leaving here at like 3 in the morning.
And you will teach it well.
Bradley was driving. It's kicked off of Reinhardt, and it's going to stay with Campbellsville with 1:07 left to go in the contest.
Now, some in and some out. I know Oakland City students are now. They were out at Thanksgiving and will start right after the first of the year. They started early. But a lot of these teams still in class.
Right. Depending on when you started, whether you're semesters, trimesters, all that good stuff. Quarters, the quarter system, another one.
You're ahead of me. You're the professor. I'm just the dumb media guy.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm also that too. Time winding down here in this one. 37 seconds left. There was a foul. Paige Evans got the foul.
Camper stepped the line to shoot a pair.
That means Niall Camper will be at the line.
Reinhardt's trying to make it so that lead doesn't hit the 30 mark. And that's probably going to solidify that not happening.
Still some difference between the shot clock and game clock here, so they'll run it out. Possession drive, Bradley goes up, kicked off the leg of Bradley, so it goes back to Reinhardt. Shot clock off here, 25 seconds left to go. There's the drive, 3 ball here for McCutcheon's, good.
She can shoot it.
Run through. Bradley will just let the clock run out here with 5 seconds left. Buzzer will sound. It's a 24-point victory for the number 3 Lady Tigers over the Reinhardt Eagles. What a game for who else but Lauren Lee. She finishes with 31 points, most scored by any player in these games today.
What a stat line, 31 points, 9 of 12 from the field goal, 1 3-point shooting, 13 of 15 at the charity line, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 31 points in 33 minutes.
An incredible game for Lauren Lee and company. Campbellsville wins this one 84-60. Our incredible crew. Bruno's out for the rest of the day. John, our producer, for Walt Ferber, I'm Matt Kibbe. We'll see you next time. One more game here in Conference Room B between Georgetown and Union Commonwealth. But this one, a 84-60 victory for Campbellsville over Reinhardt.
Hello, and thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. This broadcast is a product of Shry Media, LLC. Unauthorized use, sale, or redistribution of this media in any form is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Shry Media. Radio and television mediums are encouraged to reach out. Thank you for tuning in.